It is said that the earth is female. She provides the basis of existence, while the sun breathes energy into living things. In man's division of Mother Earth, one country has been left with more land per inhabitant than any other, encompassing 3,851,000 square miles from Arctic to Atlantic to Pacific. It is Canada, a natural playground of outdoor adventure, spectacular scenery, and attractions. Spanning 3,000 miles from St. John's on the east coast of Newfoundland to Victoria on the southwest coast of Vancouver Island. Inhabited by a free-thinking, extremely civilized, multicultural society. Canadians and visitors alike enjoy the hospitality and cleanliness of Canada's many world-famous cities and resort destinations. Canada offers recreational possibilities like nowhere on Earth. Venture out where few have been before and sample Mother Earth's finest offerings. Canada is a place that challenges and rewards. Our tour of Canada begins in the Far East, in the Atlantic provinces of Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and New Brunswick. These maritime provinces are as old world as North America gets. The common lure of the maritime provinces is the scenic beauty of the coast, the unique culture and hospitality of the people, the fresh seafood, and the pristine natural areas. Newfoundland could well be one of the best kept secrets in Canada. Newfoundland's capital city, St. John's, is the oldest city in North America. This modern city of 100,000 has many historical and cultural attractions, including a lively nightlife. Visitors coming to Newfoundland for ecological tours are astonished by the abundance of wildlife. Moose were introduced to the island this century and now number 120,000. The Avalon Peninsula along the south shore has been called Newfoundland's Serengeti because of the variety of plant and animal life. Herds of caribou roam the barrens. At the tip of the peninsula is Cape St. Mary's Ecological Reserve, a sanctuary for gannets, murres, and other seabirds. On the western side of the island is a spectacular coastal area, Gros Morne National Park. One of the most popular park areas is Terra Nova National Park. The mainland, Labrador, is 300,000 square kilometers of wilderness adventure. Nova Scotia is the Maritimes' most visited province. It has excellent resorts, national parks, and there are 400 community festivals, events, and celebrations happening all year round. The capital city, Halifax, is the largest metropolitan area in the Maritimes and caters well to visitors. The waterfront and the Citadel form the city's focal area for visitors and residents alike. Halifax has the second largest natural harbor in the world. A ferry across the harbor to the city of Dartmouth is an enjoyable excursion. Or take a harbor cruise on a variety of vessels, including the famous racing schooner Bluenose 2. A short drive west of Halifax is Peggy's Cove, a much admired south coastal area. Further west is the Upper Clements Theme Park and other historical attractions. Located at the northeastern tip of Nova Scotia is Cape Breton Island. The island's most famous attraction is the Cabot Trail. This spectacular 187-mile drive features some of the most breathtaking scenery found in Nova Scotia. Along the route is Cape Breton Highlands National Park, with its hiking trails and beaches. The charming Celtic Lodge beside Highland Links Golf Course, and the Alexander Graham Bell National Historic Site. The island's Bedore Lakes is another exceptionally scenic area. At the southeastern end of Cape Breton Island stands the massive Fortress of Louisbourg, North America's largest historical reconstruction. Between Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and Prince Edward Island is the Northumberland Strait, where the Maritime's warmest ocean beaches are found. The Maritimes' most beautiful sand beaches are found on Prince Edward Island. The tranquil beauty of this island inspired Lucy Maud Montgomery to write the touching tales of Anne of Green Gables. New Brunswick has many wonderful attractions: cultural, historical, and natural. Festivals run almost non-stop all summer in New Brunswick. Two of the larger events are the Festival by the Sea and the colorful Acadian Festival. The city of St. John is the largest metropolitan area in the province. The St. John River runs north through the heart of New Brunswick. Located in the St. John River Valley is the provincial capital, Fredericton. New Brunswick has two very popular national parks: Koochibbeguac National Park on the east coast and Rugged Fundy National Park on the south coast. The coastal rocks on the Bay of Fundy stand like 5-story flower pots gouged out of the cliffs by the world's highest tide. The vertical difference between low and high tide is 48 feet. Nearby in the Moncton area, there are 3 major family entertainment facilities. In the south, close to the American border, are 2 popular islands, Grand Manan and Campobello Island. The Miramichi River in New Brunswick and the Gaspé Peninsula in Quebec to the north offer some of the world's best salmon fishing. The beauty and hospitality of Quebec, along with its many superb resorts and attractions, has created a devoted tourist following. The unique culture and joie de vivre of the Québécois people is legendary. The majority of the people living in Quebec speak French in a dialect distinct from the people in France. Southeastern Quebec shares much of the Maritimes' charm and adds more of its own. The Charlevoix region is a very accessible southern wilderness rural area located only an hour-and-a-half drive east of Quebec's capital, Quebec City. The cuisine of this region, as with much of Quebec, is excellent. The Saguenay River Gorge and Malbay River Valley offer excellent hiking and nature tours. Quebec City is one of North America's most beautiful cities. Located directly above Old Quebec and right next to the historic Plains of Abraham is the magnificent Chateau Frontenac Hotel, which forms a focal point for Quebec City's main attractions. In August, the city becomes the background for a 5-day festival celebrating the Renaissance and the Middle Ages, called Les Daval. In spite of the cold temperatures, Quebec City has lots going on in the winter. Ice sculptures adorn the streets. Carnival is the most popular winter carnival in the world. There is much celebration. Glittering night parades. Stage shows. Contests including the International Ice and Snow Sculpture Competition and the traditional canoe race. Quebec City also has excellent downhill and cross-country skiing nearby. Also located on the St. Lawrence River is Quebec's largest city, Montreal. This is Canada's most architecturally stunning city. Montreal has marvelous arts venues, museums, and art galleries. The nightlife in Montreal is the most vibrant in Canada, with everything from large casino gambling to trend-setting dance clubs. A famous North American festival, the International Jazz Festival, transforms the downtown area into a giant venue of stages and street bars. Downtown, Rue Saint-Denis is an area where visitors can shop and relax at outdoor cafes. There are a great variety of restaurants in the area. Old Montreal is the city's most popular tourist area. Jet boating the rapids on the St. Lawrence River is an exciting outing. On Ile Sainte-Hélène, visitors will find rides at La Ronde and giant water slides at the Aqua Park. Biodome has a huge collection of flora and fauna housed in a state-of-the-art natural habitat facility. Biodome is located next to Montreal's unique Olympic Stadium. Visitors can escape the big city with an excursion to Mount Royal Park, which overlooks the city. On the Ottawa River, which is Quebec's western border with Ontario, is the largest whole log structure in the world, the magnificent Chateau Montebello Resort. Ontario is Canada's most populated province. It is also the province in which Canada's capital city, Ottawa, is located. On the east side of the Ottawa River is Hull, Quebec, and on the west side is the metropolitan area of Ottawa. The pageantry of Canada's government traditions is a major attraction for many visitors. There are daily rituals such as the changing of the guard, and annual traditions like the July 1st Canada Day celebration, which is a major show. Canada's majestic Parliament buildings can be toured in the summer. Culture abounds in Ottawa, whether it's a symphony at the National Arts Centre, a visit to the National Gallery, or just a stroll around the downtown area. The Ottawa-Hull Capital Region is endowed with more than its fair share of museums. There are the Museum of Science and Technology, the Museum of Civilization in Hull, which hosts many kinds of live performances, the Museum of Nature, Museum of Agriculture, Museum of War, and at least 10 others at last count. The people in Ottawa are very endeared to the picturesque Rideau Canal, which meanders through the city and links the Ottawa River to the Rideau system. The Ottawa River is world famous for its thrilling whitewater rafting. In southeastern Ontario, along the St. Lawrence River, tour boats to the Thousand Island Scenic Area leave from Gananoque and Kingston. A cruise through the Thousand Islands can be combined with a visit to Fort Henry in Kingston and Upper Canada Village near Morrisburg, Ontario. Ontario's most accessible wilderness area for hiking, camping, and canoe trips is Algonquin Park. Just southwest of Algonquin Park is the Muskoka Cottage District, which harbors the province's many internationally acclaimed lakeside resorts. Now our tour has arrived at Canada's largest and most economically powerful city, Toronto. This is a large metropolitan area located on the north shore of Lake Ontario. This city of almost 3 million is billed as a modern miracle because of its cleanliness, safety, and livability. The symbol of this achievement is the CN Tower, which is the largest freestanding structure in the world. It is located right next to a very unique professional sports venue, Sky Dome. Sky Dome's retractable dome is the only one of its kind in the world. Toronto has many attractions which rank with the best Canada has to offer. The Metropolitan Toronto Zoo, the Royal Ontario Museum, Casa Loma, the Hockey Hall of Fame, Art Gallery of Ontario, the Ontario Science Centre, Ontario Place, and Old Fort York. Canada's largest amusement park is located just north of the city, Paramount Canada's Wonderland. A little further north in Kleinburg is the McMichael Canadian Art Collection, featuring the works of Canada's famous Group of Seven painters and their contemporaries. Toronto, like much of Canada, is multicultural, and so has quite a variety of festivals celebrating many cultures. The Caravan Festival represents all Toronto's ethnic communities. The Carabana Festival celebrates the traditions of Caribbean cultures. Also during the summer, within a few hours' drive of Toronto, are the world-famous Shaw and Stratford Theatre Festivals, headlining the works of George Bernard Shaw and William Shakespeare. Just an hour's drive to the west of Toronto is the most powerful flow of water in the world, Niagara Falls. Marineland Theme Park is a major attraction of the area. The Trans-Canada Highway along the north shore of Lake Huron and Lake Superior is a very scenic drive in the summer. Many parks and attractions can be found in and around the towns of Collingwood, Sudbury, Sault Ste. Marie, Thunder Bay, and Kenora. Manitoba is known as a prairie province, even though most of it is water and forest. Crystal clear lakes, raging rivers, and the beautiful white sand beaches of Lake Winnipeg make this province a summertime natural playground. The capital of Manitoba, Winnipeg, is a cosmopolitan city of approximately 700,000 people. The city has an abundance of culture, golf courses, entertainment, historic sites, and festivals. Two of the most famous festivals are the Winnipeg Folk Festival and Folklorama. Manitoba has some exceptional parks. Riding Mountain National Park, Turtle Mountain Provincial Park, and Lake Agassiz are most notable. Manitoba extends north to Hudson's Bay. Churchill is the polar bear capital of the world. Saskatchewan is the quintessential prairie province, although it also has a sizable region of lake and forest wilderness. Saskatchewan's two largest cities, Saskatoon and the capital, Regina, have a lot of charm and small city appeal. Two lovely natural vacation areas in the south are the Qu'Appelle Valley and the Cypress Hills. Saskatchewan's most popular visitor destination is in the middle of the province, Prince Albert National Park. It's a unique park where visitors can mix wilderness exploration with the comforts of a lakeside resort. Alberta's landscape varies from prairie to forest to foothills to mountains. In the Badlands of southeast Alberta is the world's largest number of dinosaur fossil and bone dig sites in Dinosaur Provincial Park. Further north in the Badlands of the Red Deer River Valley in Drumheller is the Royal Tyrrell Museum of Paleontology, which is one of Canada's most fascinating museums. Alberta's two largest cities, Edmonton and Calgary, are modern cities of over 500,000 people each. Edmonton is known for being the city with the largest mall in the world, the West Edmonton Mall. The city hosts two major events. Klondike Days is a 10-day celebration of the Gold Rush era, and the Canadian Finals Rodeo is the ultimate showdown between Canada's top pro rodeo cowboys. Calgary is a pleasant and attractive city. It is famous for hosting the Calgary Stampede. This is the largest event in Canada. From chuck wagon to barstool races, from bucking bronco riding to lavish stage productions, this is the greatest outdoor show on earth. Alberta's most popular attraction is the Rocky Mountains. Banff and Jasper National Parks form a huge wilderness area. In the summer, visitors enjoy resort facilities and the spectacular country. There are many excellent hotels in the Rockies. The most well-known are the Banff Springs Hotel, Chateau Lake Louise Resort, and Jasper Park Lodge. Brewster Tours offers a popular bus trip to the Columbia Ice Field. Downhill and cross-country skiing are very popular in the Rockies. There are 4 major ski mountain developments near Banff and 1 near Jasper. The final province on our tour is British Columbia. From the beautiful Kootenays in the southeast, to the Caribou, to the sunny Okanagan Valley, which is Canada's major fruit-growing region, and finally to the west coast. This is an extremely rugged province with an incredible amount of unrivaled natural beauty. British Columbia's easternmost mountain ranges are best known for having spectacular helicopter skiing. The largest heli-skiing company in the world, Canadian Mountain Holidays, operates 11 remote lodges in the Bugaboos, Monashees, Selkirks, and Caribou mountain ranges, comprising an area 1/3 the size of Switzerland. Next, we visit British Columbia's largest city, Vancouver. Vancouver is internationally admired as one of the world's most beautiful and livable cities. No urban destination in Canada offers a more relaxing environment with such a variety of active recreation options nearby. Vancouver is blessed with a huge natural park beside the downtown core. Stanley Park is 4 square kilometers of forest, ocean shore, lakes, gardens, and lookouts. The seawall which surrounds the park offers a recreational and scenic introduction to the city. Stanley Park is home to the Vancouver Aquarium. Canada's national aquarium has natural habitat displays representing many of the world's most fascinating marine ecosystems. The city's other attractions include Granville Island, Gastown, Robson Street, the Bladel Conservatory at Queen Elizabeth Park, the Museum of Anthropology, and Science World. A popular visitor tour is to North Vancouver to the Capilano Suspension Bridge and Grouse Mountain. There are many excellent scenic rail tours offered in British Columbia. The Royal Hudson Steam Train leaves from North Vancouver and travels up rugged Howe Sound. BC Rail has a dayliner tour to Whistler and the Caribou. Rocky Mountaineer Rail Tours operates a very scenic rail tour through the interior of British Columbia to Banff and Jasper. Canada's premier skiing resort is Whistler. Two mile-high mountains side by side, Whistler and Blackcomb, offer what many people feel is the most spectacular ski terrain in the world. Whistler Village is an attractive collection of hotels, restaurants, nightclubs, bars, stores, and shops. Whistler Blackcomb is an excellent summer destination as well. To further explore the West Coast, visitors take a BC ferry to the Sunshine Coast, the Gulf Islands, or Vancouver Island. British Columbia's capital city, Victoria, is located on the southwest coast of Vancouver Island. The inner harbor is the focal point for visitors. One of Victoria's very special attractions is the Bouchard Gardens. The Yukon has a diversity of topography, from boulder-strewn tundra to thick spruce forests, lakes, and mountains. The winters are long and dark, and the summers are 24 hours of sunlight. Whitehorse, the Yukon's capital, has a thriving tourist industry. The scenic top-of-the-world highway links the city of gold, Dawson City, with Tok, Alaska. Along the way is Kluane National Park. The Northwest Territories encompass a third of the landmass of Canada. This is the land of huge herds of barren ground caribou and the muskox, icon of the Ice Age. The gateway to the territories is the town of Yellowknife. North of Yellowknife, Great Bear Lake offers the finest trout fishing in the world. The trout are a world record size. The Northern Lights are spectacular in Canada's far north. Canada's many attractions and natural beauty are unlike anywhere else on Earth. The pristine wilderness areas, majestic mountains, beautiful lakes, and vast ocean shores are distinctly Canadian. This great natural diversity is here for all the world to enjoy.